Welcome to Kahani Bar. I am Payal Gandhi Hone, and today I'm going to narrate Falling in Love Again by Neerja K. Brought to you by Pixel to Pixel. The first time he saw her, he felt something stir inside him. It was a quiet afternoon at the Rose Garden of Shantiwan Elder Care Home, a place where time moved slowly and memories moved even slower. Old men dozed in the sun, wheelchairs creaked along gravel paths, and somewhere a radio played an old love song that nobody quite remembered. Arun sat on his usual bench, watching the sparrows argue over crumbs. Then she walked in. A woman draped in a pale blue sari and a white shawl, her silver hair tied neatly in a bun at the nape of her neck. She moved slowly, carefully, yet there was a grace about her that made Arun sit up straight. He couldn't explain it, but his eyes followed her. She looked familiar. Not in a way one remembers a neighbor or an acquaintance. It was deeper than that. Something about the tilt of her head, the softness in her eyes, the quiet dignity in her step. Arun felt strangely mesmerized. She walked past him with no recognition in her eyes. In fact, her eyes felt kind of empty. "Who is she?" he asked the attendant beside him. "New resident," the young man replied. "Her name is Meera. She arrived just this morning." The name lingered in Arun's mind like a half-remembered melody. A few days later, someone introduced them. "Mr. Arun, this is Miss Meera. You both enjoy the garden, so I thought you should meet." They smiled politely at each other. Lovely weather," Arun said. "Yes," Meera replied softly. "It reminds me of something." She paused, searching for the memory, but it slipped away. They laughed gently at the awkward silence that followed. Days turned into weeks. They began to meet every morning. Sometimes they walked slowly along the path lined with bougainvillea. Sometimes they sat in silence watching the evening sky turn gold. They spoke about simple things, old songs, favorite foods, and childhood stories that appeared clearly for a moment and then dissolved into fog. Neither of them could remember what they had said the previous day, but somehow they remembered the feeling of being together. And slowly, quietly, they became inseparable. If Arun was in the garden, Meera would be beside him. If Meera skipped tea, Arun refused it to. The staff began to smile when they saw them. "Looks like they've fallen in love," someone whispered. And perhaps they had. Soon the entire place was buzzing with excitement. "We should arrange a wedding," one of the nurses suggested. The idea spread quickly. The elderly residents were delighted. It gave them something joyful to talk about. The management called their families. Their children listened quietly on the phone. Then, after a long pause, they said yes and suggested a date. The big day arrived. The hall was decorated with marigolds and fairy lights. Old friends from the home gathered in their best clothes. Arun sat nervously in a cream kurta. "I feel like a young man today," he chuckled. Across the corridor, in another room, Meera was being helped into a soft pink sari. She looked radiant. When she entered the hall, Arun looked at her the same way he had that first day in the garden, completely mesmerized. Meera's blush spread from her cheeks to her ears. Her eyes were dreamy and an enigmatic faint smile played on her lips. Everyone smiled. Some wiped their eyes. Then the children arrived. Arjun adjusted the garland around Arun's neck, but Arun did not recognize his son. Madhuri gently held Meera's hand. Meera looked at her as you look at a stranger. She did not remember her daughter. Arjun and Madhuri had organized everything with great care. After all, it was a very special occasion. It was their parents' 50th wedding anniversary. Yes, Arjun and Madhuri were Arun and Meera's children. 5 years earlier, Alzheimer's had slowly taken their memories away. First the little things, then the faces. Eventually, they had stopped recognizing each other. Two people who had shared half a century of life had become strangers. So their children had made the difficult decision to move them into the care home. Separately, first Arun and then Meera at a gap of 4 years. Neither of them remembered the other anymore. But something remarkable had happened. When Meera walked into the garden that first afternoon and Arun looked up from his bench, something deep inside them had recognized what their minds could not. Not the names, not the years, not the memories, but the love. And so after 50 years, they had fallen in love again. You were listening to Falling in Love Again by Neerja K. Like Tan Tuan Eng, a Malaysian novelist beautifully shared, the mind forgets, but the heart will always remember. And what is the heart's memory but love itself? This is Payal Gandhi Hoon, signing off for now. Take good care of yourselves until we meet again for yet another story right here on Kahani Bar.